We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. The Twins attempt to break out the brooms in this three-game series right after this. Marcus Stroman is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
So striding forward now, Luis Arias, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The second baseman.
In there, strike one. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Hey, this is the big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage the last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Polanco stands at first with one out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! A 2-run dinger off the bat of Nelson Cruz. 4th home run here in the early going as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, they take the lead.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The 0-1 delivery. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for route number 2.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 Minnesota. Rich Hill will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Batting second, the third baseman.
So stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3, 2-out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base. Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
2 down, runners at first and second. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
The first baseman.
And up steps Salvador Perez as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. You see the great batting average coming in. 7 homers and 19 driven in. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so he...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they load the bases on 3 hits, but can't bring anyone. Standing in, Mitch Garver, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. No balls and a strike to count. High in the air out to center field. Fisher's on his horse. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. At the plate, Eddie Rosario. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Right to him. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. On the year, Kepler comes into action sporting a slugging line above 650. And that's not something you see every day. Truly an elite power bat. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Batting 9.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. Hard hit ball to second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Rendell Grichuk.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Ready with the 0-1. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's another 0-2. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Hard on the ground towards short. He's right there to second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Derek Fisher is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Now here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They trail things here 2-0. Into the box, Luis Arias 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In tied at 93, ball 1.
1-0.
Holy smokes. That's the first ball they've taken the entire game so far. They're swinging at everything.
1-2 now. Now the pitch. Swing and a line drive, but foul. The next 1-2 pitch. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Ready on 1-2. Fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2. A bouncer up the middle.
Mondesi brings it in.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting.
So one away now in the Minnesota third, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Got him to go down swinging there. Jorge Polanco is out number 2 here in the third inning. Hit hard, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They're up 2-0. Back to the top of the order now, and striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi.
Number 42.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. Next to bat for Toronto, Lourdes Gurriel, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Hit hard on the ground towards second, reined in. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 2-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Miguel Sano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
If this offense is going to be this aggressive, I'm going to expect this pitcher and catcher combo to expand the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground, and that is through into left, and an 0-2 mistake here results in a leadoff single. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Now batting. First baseman.
Josh Donaldson digging in now. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch lifted down the line in left, and that's going to land foul. Ready with another 0-2. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's in there. Base hit. He pulls into second safely. is also on the play. A run comes across to score.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
In the air now, out to right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Striding in, Eddie Rosario. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Kepler is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
And some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
The next 0-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. 3 runs already home here. Stays alive, still 0-2. And he got him.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And they can't run it down. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 6-0 ball game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one. This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. No balls and 1 strike.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. 2-out success means Randall Grichuk will bat this inning.
Now batting, right fielder,
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. High drive deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery throw will be too late for the force at second, so that'll be scored an infield hit, and there are 2 on with 2 away now. Up next is Danny Jansen.
He swings and grounds it to short.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Of their hits, 7 of them have come from at-bats where they were behind in the count. Now, hitting in pitchers' counts is pretty much never the recipe for success, but the fact that they've done such a great job of that today is pretty good proof that these guys are battling every trip to the plate.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The right fielder, Nelson.
Here's a high pop-up. Gurriel is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Here's Miguel Sano, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Skied into straightaway right. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Josh Donaldson, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Into the corner and slicing foul. 2 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fisher's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. Over 90% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch. And given their lack of run production, that approach clearly isn't working. He said adjustment number 1 has to be to allow the at-bats to develop and look for good pitches to hit in deeper counts where they will hopefully have more of an advantage over the pitcher.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Derek Fisher the next to bat. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive, I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
And right into the shift, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adalberto Mondesi. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. On to first, and there were 2 down. In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Stepping up now, Mitch Garver. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
The catcher, Mitch.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Ready to take his hacks again, Eddie Rosario, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. The 0-1. That just misses off the inside for ball 1.
1-1. Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single. So now to the plate, Max Kepler pulled toward right center field. Fisher's in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Here's Byron Buxton now. No hits to this point. Sinker to open the AB, and there for strike 1.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 left for Minnesota, but they're on top by a count of 6 to. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Teoscar Hernandez is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Yeah, Matt, back-to-back base knocks right off the bat here. As we take a look at the numbers, you see they aren't that bad, but he's definitely got into a no-out jam here. We'll see if he can get out of it.
Fielded cleanly. The 2nd for 1. On to first, and they get them both. Stepping in for the Jays, Salvador Perez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. Hits this one hard the other way. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Gurriel has it, and it's a quick out, number one.
Now batting. Shortstop.
One gone now in the Minnesota seventh, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Boy, right down the middle for strike two. Sent toward first, and this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, pretty impressive if you ask me. So many times you beat a sinker into the ground, you end up grounding out to third. You're running down to first base, and you're so upset at yourself. At least he got under the thing. He knows his bat playing is pretty decent.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he popped him up. Perez in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Now another 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They lead it 6-0. Last half of the seventh here, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Rendell Grichuk.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's a chopper foul over to the right side. 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Line drive to left. Rosario is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter.
Stepping into the box, Danny Jansen. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Rosario. Gone!
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
High in the air out to center field. Buxton is there. 2 gone.
The batter. Number 42.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adalberto Mondesi. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. The 0-2 once more. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The 0-2 once more. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Hit on the ground to third. Donaldson's up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it may be ready to begin the 8th, and striding forward the designated hitter, Miguel Sano. Chase Anderson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 42, Chase Anderson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Lifted into the air to shallow center. In comes Fisher. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Josh Donaldson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. No balls and a strike to count. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
Fouled away. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line, and that'll get down for a base hit. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Hernandez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. First delivery to him on the way. Eddie Rosario is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And he takes a cold strike 1. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He's 0 for 5. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Swing hard liner to left center. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. At the plate now, Max Kepler. He'll take a look at his strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Behind 0-2 now. And another foul ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Count remains at 0-2. Hit in the air to left field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A run for the Twins. Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And an offline throw, but boy, look at him stretch out and keep the foot on the bag. Great concentration there for the first out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Under it is Cruz now for out number 2. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
Cruz is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So digging in now, Byron Buxton. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Fouled off. Fouled away. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Luis Arias. He flew out in his last at-bat. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Jorge Polanco. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Smoke toward third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Now batting.
Into the box, Nelson Cruz, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Wow, how quickly things can turn around in this game. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning, and he looks like he's on cruise control, thinking that he'll get out of the inning without even breaking a sweat. But then a single and a double, now he's stuck with runners on second and third.
At the plate, Miguel Sano swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Fisher is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Twins strand a pair. They're on top. Tyler Duffy, a right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 42.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Duffy.
0-1 the count.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
No doubt about it. You talk about bragging rights. 2 cities that love their baseball teams, and geographically they match up. Even though they're not division foes, it's for bragging rights, and this is what it's all about.
The bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, and now the Jays are down to their final out. Here's Randall Grichuk. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Final strike for the Blue Jays. He hangs a K to end it, and the Twins go on the road and sweep their rivals.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one, but a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Twins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Rich Hill earns the win, his second, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Marcus Stroman struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watt, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching